Let's read about the Gupta dynasty today. On the ruins of the Kushan Empire arose a new empire which established its way over a good part of the former dominions of both Kushanas and Satavahanas. The first two kings of the dynasty were Srigupta and Ghatotkacha. Chandragupta I from AD 319 to 335. He was the first important king of Gupta dynasty, started the Gupta era in 319 to 320 AD. He enhanced his power and prestige by marrying Kumara Devi, princess of the Lichachavi clan of Nepal. He acquired the title of Maharaja Dhiraj, struck coins in the joint names of himself, his queen, and the Lichachavi nation, thereby acknowledging his marriage alliance. There is a map in which you can see the Gupta Empire. Then comes Samudragupta. From AD 335 to 375, the Gupta kingdom was enlarged enormously by Chandragupta and Kumara Devi's son and successor Samudragupta, also called Lichachavi Dohitra. Samudragupta's court poet Harishena wrote a glowing account of the military exploits of his patron in a long inscription at the Prayag Prasahasti pillar at Prayagraj. The poet enumerated the people and countries that were conquered by Samudragupta. The pillar or stamba built by Asoka mentions Jahangir and Birbal also. It was shifted from Kosambi to Allahabad fort built by Akbar. Samudragupta believed in the policy of war and conquest, and because of his bravery and generalship he is called the Napoleon of India by historian V. S. Smith in his book Early History of India. Samudragupta is said to have composed numerous poems of high merit. Some of his coins represented him playing veena. He also performed Aswamedha sacrifice. He assumed the titles of Kaviraj, Prithviya, Prathamvir and Vikramanka. Bashubandhu, a celebrated Buddhist scholar, was his minister. Though a follower of the Brahmanical religion, he was tolerant to other faiths. Received a missionary from Meghavarman, the ruler of Sri Lanka, seeking his permission to build a Buddhist temple at Gaya, which he granted. Then comes Chandragupta II from AD 380 to 413. Samudragupta was succeeded by Ramagupta, but his younger brother Chandragupta II killed him and married his queen Dhruva Devi. First capital was Pataliputra, second capital was Ujjaini. He entered into matrimonial alliance with the Nagas of upper and the central provinces by marrying princesses. Kubarnaga, whose daughter Prabhavati was married to Rudrasena II of the Vakataka family. Took various titles, visualized Devgupta, Devaraja, Parambhagavat, etc. Took the title of Vikramaditya by defeating Rudrasimha III, a Kshatrap king of Ujjaini. He also took the title of Simha Vikrama. He was the first Gupta ruler to issue silver coins, or Rupyaka. Also issued copper coins. The iron pillar inscription fixed near Qutub Minar in Delhi mentions a King Chandra, considered by many as Chandragupta II only. His court was adorned by celebrated 9 gems or Navaratnas, including Kalidasa, Amarasimha, Barahamihira and Dhanvantari. Chinese pilgrim Fai Hen visited India at this time. Then comes Kumaragupta I of AD from AD 413 to 455. He adopted the title of Mahendraditya. Has maximum number of inscriptions among Gupta rulers. Founded Nalanda University, a renowned Buddhist monastery of ancient India. He was the worshipper of Lord Kartikeya, son of Lord Shiva. In the last year of his reign, the peace and prosperity of the empire was disturbed due to the invasion of Turko-Mongol tribe, Hunas. During the war with the Hunas, Kumaragupta died. Then comes Skandagupta from AD 455 to 467. Kumaragupta I was followed by Skandagupta. He faced Hunas effectively, destroyed Sudarsana Lake. Bhitari pillar inscription in Gajipur, UP of Skandagupta mentions the conflict between Skandagupta and the Pushyamitras as well as the Hunas. The Pushyamitras were a tribe who lived in central India during the 5th century AD. Living on the banks of the river Narmada, they are believed to have posed a serious threat to the Gupta Empire during the late period of Kumaragupta's reign. After his death, the great days of the Guptas were over. The empire continued, but central control weakened and local governors became feudatory kings with hereditary rights. Fall of Gupta Empire. The weak successor of Skandagupta could not check the growing Huna power. feudatories rose in Bihar, Bengal, MP, Bhallavi, etc. Their last king was Vishnugupta. There is a note, Mihirakula, a Saiva, was the most famous Huna king. Huensang mentions him as a fierce persecutor of Buddhism. He was defeated by Yasodharman, one of the feudatories of Guptas in Malwa. Mandsaur stone inscription written in 532 AD mentions the victories of Yasodharman. Thank you.